Loads of people about still. Just thought I'd get out and get some fresh air, or cooler air. I didn't realise it was so early still. Can't stand that, man, because it don't move out of the way. One of my pet hates, man. Anyway, I've chilled out a bit now. Kind of. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the town. See if any pubs look good. Kitchen now, my telly. I thought I was going to have to take the box back to Asda's, but it actually works quite well. Not that there's a lot on there. It's the first time I turned it on in years. A lot of old shite, but come on, mate, I'm walking straight out here. Cheers. That's the crossing that some drivers don't know whether they're stopping or going. Anyway, we're out and about. I must be the only skinhead in the town. No, I'm not. A few coloured dudes are skinheads. Not as good as mine though. They ain't got no battle scars. Bottle scars, man. I was having a fight with one fella, helping my friend, and someone sneaked up behind and went, not that I even felt it, yeah, that was nice. Right, we'll have a wander up here, see what the coup is.
Kiwi is one of the biggest steps towards becoming a solicitor, but it takes work.
That geezer with the speaker is still out there, is he? He's got some fucking batteries in there, man, if it's the same fella. I'm going to have to tell him you got some serious batteries in that, man. That's the same mush. Yeah, man. He was out here earlier. He must have charged up. Boom, he's giving his rendition of don't know what. Should get my echo speaker out. Get my echo speaker out and just hide it in a fucking bush. Go boo! Go boo when Basil Brush fucking jumps out. Now I didn't see that thing again last night, but it was fucking Basil Brush, mate, I'm telling you. Proper fucking, had like a little human's face. It's proper like crazy. Saying that, I did check my camera, because obviously I set my camera up, and nothing moved or came in there. The only thing that came in there is me picking the camera up. But I think that's what it was, a fox. A baby fox, I think, because of its face, I reckon. I was talking to another geezer that was on about the urban foxes. I said, it's thrown me. I've never seen them. I've never seen a fucking urban fox. I've seen a few in London and that, but the ones around here are just tame as fuck. What's he shouting about? He's on about going on the crack pipe or something. He ain't growling at me. Any cunt growls at me like that, man. He's getting a right hander right in the chops, whether they're fucking crackhead or not. Yeah, he's growling at his pal. Not about fucking crack. I don't know. crack in the fucking jaw, maybe. That's about it. Another Man United fan. I see this other little. I see this kid in Astor's, right? He must have been about 2. He's booing his eyes out. And I went up to him. He had a Man United top on, so I went up to his dad. I said, "You do realise he's crying because he's got that top on?" I had to add it in there. But that geezer around there, the cracker, he should just be fucking removed off the streets, mate. People like that. Do you know what I mean? Just loitering about, they should just bang him up. Fucking or knock him out, one of the two. Bet he only sort of growls at his pal. There's his big balls again, look. It's supposed to be terrorist proof, but I don't think they are. They can only be raw bolted into the ground, in my opinion. Still, I think they're marble. What are the balls? So I've got a few swervers swerving around me. But I was onto him, I could see him behind me. Spying all these fuckers, man, swerving about. Good thing about being streetwise, I spot all these people, man. So easily. Damn. That joinery pocket. Oh. Anyway, what we'll do, we'll have a wander up there. I nearly bought that push bike again today. In fact, I might go in there tomorrow and offer the geezer 100. Because last week it was up for 160. It's down to 120 today. And I was thinking about just going in there and waving the money at him. Because I reckon he'd go for that. It's quite a good bike.
Take time to come back.
But in a minute, I'm buying loads of records off that fella. I went in there. I went in that one, but there wasn't no Fred Perry stuff in there. But when I go to London tomorrow, head to Camden, which is where Clarion are, ironically. Hello, Videman. This geeze's been out here all day. Sounds. I had some woman singing earlier on a tune, but she was singing Spanish, which is all I can decipher. Is Spanish. He's using Duracells, man. He's going all day long. That doesn't sound too bad, really. I've heard worse, man. He must have charged that up, man, from earlier. Then he gets quite a huge unit. So this bike shop right up here. I think he sells new bikes and second-hand ones. But his price was 160 and it's definitely gone down to 120. But now I spied that, I really want him to go down to 100, so I might just go in there 100. He needs some echo, man, on that mic and some beeps and shit. Really. He's got the right idea, man, in that chair. That's what I'm going to be needing, I reckon, in a couple of years. Day I need one of them, man. It's a day I can't walk, I think. Where are you going now? Oh well. Yeah, we had a bit of rain earlier. Quite mad actually, the tent got a bit wet. Don't reckon there's any more on the way though. Saying that has cooled it down a bit.
He better be there before I arrive.
Just hear that. Maybe I thought it was later than what it was. There's that bike shop, right? Some BMXs, man. Racing bikes. I'll tell you what you need a few gears as well going up and down these hills. Got lots of cats tonight, man. Right, oh, he nearly had it, look. Fucking 9 lives. Where's he going? Anyway, we're just up here. Where am I? I'm in Gillingham. Garden of England. In fact, I should have gone to I think it was Ebbsfleet versus Gillingham tonight. I think Ebbsfleet is fucking Gravesend, isn't it? Anyway, just out on a wander. Trying to work out what language that music was. I could hear Spanish singing, but that's all I could decipher. I know a little bit of Spanish, but a little bit of French. Shitloads of English. A couple of bits of Italian. A couple of words in South African. That's about it. I just got like a few words here and there. I suppose the most I can say is probably Spanish. More than French. We were kind of forced French at school. Then again, we live in Kent. But I think many people think of British people as speaking really posh and that, which is just completely wrong. Everybody's got different dialect, different accents. Obviously you've got the Queen's English. Should have brought Joan out. Just charging it up now in a minute. Here's them lines, man, I was chatting. I swear I'm going to go tomorrow to Chatham, right across there. It's mad. It's a good walk though. It's open all night as well. There's some loonies out there. They're going to take my drone with me and just drone them down. Yeah, it's called the Lines, man. I'll show. There's a big memorial, like it's mad. The kiddie did say to me what it was about. The Field of Fire. And it's just lines going across the field, but you can go literally right to Chatham, straight up the line. I didn't even know you could do that. But there's a Royal Naval, so I'll have to have a look at it. There's a Royal Naval, really old, like memorial, massive thing, man, on these lines. Who's that? Basil Brush. Getting on my camera feed. You got this place here. I think this was. Oh, what did you say that was, man? You'd say what? Some fella did tell me what. It looks like a military barracks, man. Some description. Anyway. It's quite easy to get in there. Stealth camping. Don't know what's around this bit. I ain't really been around here. The Express Food Centre. It's all too crazy for my palate though. I'm a very bland eater. Anyway, along this bit here, look. See if that geeser's still singing. Well, I had about half hour of rain, made me tent wet, and then it's all just evaporated. But it has cooled the air down, that's for sure. Not happening through here. What if that crackhead stood up there moaning at his pal? If I was his pal, I told him to fucking do one, just walked off. He's proper going into one. In fact, he shouldn't be doing that. It would probably intimidate some people, do you know what I mean? Having a crackhead sitting there shouting his head off, man. Someone ought to just tell him to shut the fuck up. You got people that have never been exposed to anything like that, they're going to be like, what the fuck? battery power I've got left. About 80%, I think. Just at the 24-hour shop. Not that I need anything tonight. I'm all shopped out. Till tomorrow. I'll probably end up back in the record shop. And again, the one I got today, the Selector double LP, that was unopened. I got that for 15, which is quite good, really. I did tell him what Specials album to look out for, and he'd never even heard of it. Lower the Moonlight Club. He said, I've never even seen it. I said, if you see it, grab it. That's one record to always grab of the Specials, because if that geezer ain't got it, see, he's got a good collection. I'll show you tomorrow on a live. But I've got stuff he ain't got. And he's been there. He's been in that shop 38 years or something like that. It's really just sell all of them to him and get out of it, shouldn't I? What do you reckon? I wouldn't even know where to start though with a price. But what I did tell him though is I'll kind of sell them ones to him and then buy his records that he's got in his shop. So he's on a winner anyway, man. Really. Anyway. Fucking these mansions, man. Need to win the lottery, man, to be buying fucking that. Skateboards, man. I told you it's very musical down there. He's been there all day, that geezer singing into a speaker. In fact, I've got a speaker that go right next to his, but I've just got loads of echo and shit on mine. Who's he calling? So I said someone swerve in the side there. Thinks I didn't see them, but I've seen them. I think. Definitely see something swerve to the side. It's all good. I think he's just talking to his pal. I definitely see something that's back of me, side of me. Oh, I go. Well, that's angle's coming at me from. I'm just tripping anyway, man. There ain't anyone back in the side there. Tripping out. And I've gone the wrong fucking way, you know? Which means going, no, I ain't gone the right way. Losing it. Fucking. Anyway, we're just down here on this dark road. Okay. I'm on the wrong road. I'm on the right road. Wrong one. Looks good to me, though. We'll just walk down here, all leads to the same kind of area. Black Lion MOT Centre. Don't recognise that. Yeah, I don't know, I'm wrong, don't I? I'll have to do a left up here. I reckon. Yeah, I guess with the school holidays, lots more people floating about. What's that flashing? Yeah, quite a loud speaker that fella's got. He's been banging it out all day, and he's got Duracells or fucking something he's running in there. Some kind of super lithium fucking battery. Excuse me, English. That way. Where we going? Ah. This looks familiar now. I think it might even come out right at the top of my road. Go left, where up there. I'm gonna have a look, see what's on the TV. Bought that aerial, but it's right a lot of shite on. I'm surprised that little antenna works. It works alright. Oh, right, yeah, it comes out on the right road, but I've never came this way before. I saw from going one junction down. Well, one junction down from what I would normally go. That's going to look familiar, wherever that is. Silver Street. Here we go. Laughing. Big block of flats over there, man. It's like a jungle. Perfect, look. Right where we need to be. That's mad. Here we are again. But I never knew that came out there. I'll have to remember that. So taking the second, where I'd normally go straight down that other road, taking the second road brings you out there then, which I didn't know. I do now. Serious move this for a minute. Hey, let me get a drink. We'll sit out there and finish this split. Oh, it's like an oven, isn't it, man? HD medication. That's for sure. coolest place to sit. The alarm don't go off. I wonder whose car that was last night. Those are people moving about still. Yeah, I couldn't get where I had the telly. There, I couldn't get a signal. So I take it upstairs. Got one in the end though. I've still got to try and get the antenna a bit higher though. Saying that, I think it was about 15 or 20 quid, so I can't complain. It's got my TV going. Not that there's anything decent to watch on it. The problem with this house, you come out the door and you're like straight on the doorstep, straight in the path. Anyway, get some energy, man. It's more rain up here. Anyway, let's get in, man. Did you hear that kid? He's always screaming. Don't know. He's definitely got ADHD, hyperactive. Must be a local doctor. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil good. Sorry, I've got my sense of humour back. I was a bit annoyed out there about Clarion. We're going to chop them all up. Loon's out tonight, man. He's alright though, out there screaming. He screams and shouts and makes weird noises through the night. I can deal with that. Just send people in the high street. I want a bit of crack. Fucking fuck off. You know what I mean? That's the first one I've heard though, mind you. I got told before I come here, I've got to say, I think Medway, right, where I come from, Medway gets quite a bad rep. But to be honest with you, I think it's quite cool over there. But then again, I don't give a fuck, do you know what I mean? I think a lot of it's misconceived because obviously I've just bundled up to people, all sorts of people. Black, white, green, pink, you know, they all talk to me, all right. I think a lot of people are paranoid, so they haven't, hello mate, hello Georgina, how you doing mate? I think a lot of them are probably paranoid because they're African, they're Indian, you know what I mean, there's all sorts, man. I've never seen such a mixed, diverse, I am the white man, spot the white man, it's still there, look. That's all good. Yeah. It's mad how I've just blended in. I've just carried on doing my normal thing, what I used to do in the village, walking about, midnight, 1 2 in the morning. But I did get warned a few times, but I think it's all hype, man. No doubt you can get out there and do a bit of wheeling and dealing and ducking and diving. You might get a bit bothered, you know what I mean? But all I do is smoke a bit of green. And I've made a contact, man. When I rang him up, I felt weird ringing him up, like a fella from round here that sells all the stuff, that worked the green. I met some bloke that I didn't know, but he gave me his number. He said, tell him that blah blah said ring. As soon as I said that, he was sweet as a nut, man. He's on holiday, he's coming back Monday. I think I've actually connected with quite a good connection. That's what was doing me head in, man. You go out there, we can smell his green. Yeah, I kept running out. I had to keep getting my mate to drive over. So it'd be nice just to wander out there and get it. Yeah, so I must be blending in all right. Then again, to be honest with you, I was a bit of a criminal, you know what I mean? But we were a different breed of criminal. We weren't like these kiddies out there today. But yeah, I've been on the wrong side of the line many a time. That's why I can relate to what goes on out there. After the kids and that I spoke to out there, look right intimidating, but they sit about because they ain't got fuck all to do. Excuse me, English. I'm really liking it, Georgina, to be truthful with you. I think right, and I was guilty of this, people that don't live in Medway, it always gets a real bad rep. But I think it's alright. I think the people are alright. And I've never, even in London, it's not as like out there. Such a mixed community. Well, it's spot the local Kent people. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. Then again, I'm just going brown, so I'm blending in a bit better than some of these white boys around here. They'll just go red, but I've got a bit of Spanish blood. And I'm finding I'm relating quite a bit to the Africans, man. Some of them have got the same sort of haircut as me, as me. But then again, the original skinheads was black fellas. Do you know that? I'm not joking. The original skinheads was black. And the music he's playing down there, all sorts of mad. Well, I had a bit of, I don't know, it was Caribbean, African, or white. There's so many different types of blacks out there. Do you know what I mean? One minute I'm hearing African, then I'm hearing fucking fella that sounds like a Cockney or something. It's bad. But I've got to say, I quite enjoy it. And every day now, I'm meeting new people, man. Women, men. You know black skin? Yeah, mate. The original rude boy skinheads, man. To be honest, skinheads, when I grew up, well, it wasn't racist. What happened is the National Front hijacked it. But yeah, I dress very well, some of them dress very similar to me, and I dress very similar to them. Gotta say, I quite like all them African girls are quite pretty as well. And what I find about the African girl, they're all quite intelligent, man. The African people, you know, they're probably the brainiest I'm coming across, or the ones that speak the best English, and you know what I mean. You ain't got to decipher anything because you can understand it. Not that they can probably understand me because I'm talking about 100 mile an hour. They slow me down. But, yeah. There's Chinese girls, there's Asians, there's Muslim ones, there's fucking all sorts, man, out there. I'm just sort of looking at them all. Thinking, but they're all quite friendly. Obviously, I've got manners, so I'll move out of the way for them and that. And I think they quite like that, manners. But manners don't cost nothing, do they? To be honest, manners really should just be automatic. Your mother should have taught you manners. But yeah. Did alright meeting these two geezers fishing where I fly me drone because I've got that contact. I said to him, I don't really drink. I said, all I do is have smoke. I explained my predicament. Then he turned round to his pal and said, I'll give him Thingy Bob's number. Yeah, Phil, ring this number and tell him blah blah said, you're a mate of blah, whoever. But I could have been anyone, but you know what I mean, I'm just me, man. Plus the kids I'm talking to, the fellas that I'm talking to, they're just the same as me, man. I can tell. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Quite enjoying it. It gets well musical down there, man. I told you that, it gets proper musical down there. They'll start dancing about in their little like groups. And then you got me just wandering around observing. Just call me the observer, but they're alright, they don't mind. Because that geezer down there singing now with the big, he's been there all day at it. But what I got is even better, man, for dub reggae music, man. I got this speaker and a microphone. I pull echoes and beeps and all sorts of shit. And again, that's what I first started listening to, was dub reggae music. I wasn't really no singing in it. It was just fucking bass and beeps and all sorts, man. What I should really do is hide that in a bush, man. And then fucking go boom like that. And I've got echo, I can speed my voice up. Managed to get out of the house with a few, musical things. And I can connect that as well. Tell you what, that Selector album I bought today, I've increased my record collection because I've just found the best shop you can find for Two Tone. I must have spent 300 quid on records since I've been here. I've got this one today, man. Check this out. The Selector Greatest Hits on see-through vinyl. And I've got to say, that Madness album that I didn't have, that I bought yesterday, where is it? It is an absolute... I paid 15 quid for that thingamajig one. This Madness album for £10 was a bargain. I got quite a few bargains, to be honest with you. Obviously I paid a bit more, I paid 30, was it? Or did I pay 40? I think I paid 40 quid for an original copy of Ghost Town in an original two-tone cover. But he's got some real... I did actually tell him, because he didn't know, but he does now. I've been in a lot of shops looking for two-tone records. Normally you get, there's a Madness one, there's a Specials one, nothing to write home about. But he said, yeah mate, round the corner there, and he had a fucking massive section. I bought Gangsters as well, I bought loads. Loads of Madness 12 inches. He's just got loads in there, man. And I did actually say to him, I just collect two-tone, mate, and you got like a real good shop here. Because he's 70 something, he's been there 37 years, but he's a punk. He had that on today, the punk music. I just can't dig, I can't get into that punk music, man. Got to have some rhythm or some bass or something, do you know what I mean? That punk's just, I was too, too young to have caught that. I've only ever really been into two kinds of music, which is, well, three I suppose, dub reggae music, two-tone music, and acid music, well, yeah, sort of, when all the raves started. But yeah, what a shop. And I've got these 600, which he buys as well, he's interested in buying them 600. What I'll do is just spend that in his shop on what he's got, because he's got some real mint. I've never seen copies of records so mint as what he's got in there. I said they're proper mint, mate. And he did say he takes time to try and find the best that he can. I said, you bang on the money though, mate, because you know it's going to sell then. Then again, I told him today, you want to look out for specials live at the Moonlight Club. He said, never even heard of it, never even seen it. I said, if you see it, grab it. So, and that's going out to all you lot out there as well. Specials live at the Moonlight Club. If you see it on vinyl, grab it. Because you could just flip it like that, straight away and make money. But what you really want to do is sit on it, like I sit on this like here. But I've got it all bagged up now. In fact, I actually washed all my record bags. How about that? Got me David Bowie record picture disc out. That's quite a good one. In fact, that's worth loads of money, this one. 87 quid when I checked ages ago. That's probably up to 100 quid now. Only that one though. Space Oddity and Life on Mars. I've got these other ones, but they're not worth as much. I quite like that. And I've got some Thompson Twins picture discs there. Who remembers them? In fact, I've got a Thompson Twins album down there. I've got a Kim Wilde record. Kim Wilde, basically my connection to her is her mum was in the same band as my mum. That one there. Also Sam Barone. She's quite friendly. Obviously some of them married other singers and that, but my mum just went for a sailor, well, a submariner. Saying that, I spoke to Kim Wilde, I spoke to her mum as well. And my mum also played with Marty Wilde, her dad. Crazy, huh? Which is probably why I'm here with all this music around me. It's probably connected to my mum, I would hazard a guess. Because none of my other siblings are like me here. And to be honest with you, it's been quite an interesting journey, learning about my mum's music and buying the records and all of that. It's been quite an education. And a record's worth quite a bit of money. But then again, it's 1950s, do you know what I mean? In fact, my mum would have been one of the first singers to sing with like Caribbean singers. I've got one on the album there, who was on the TV with her. guy that goes by the name of Cuddly Dudley's on there as well, but they couldn't work out his age. That was all. That was basically. My mum was kind of involved in the first ever music shows on TV, kind of thing. And no doubt, if it wasn't for what my mum did, you wouldn't have had the Beatles or anything like that. You'd have had Billy Fury, which you got anyway. Yeah, mad. Not that I'm a big Beatles fan, you know what I mean? I like a few, some of them, the classic ones. But, yeah. Plus I didn't experience it, do you know what I mean? I was born in 71. I can remember my mum saying, watch this, and it was Bob Marley on BBC Two, and I watched the concert with my mum, and I always remember the women dancing with Bob Marley and all of the colours and that, the Rasta colours, really bright and that. Yeah, I used to watch quite a bit of music stuff on TV. The old Grey Whistle Test, that was quite good as well. Yeah. The only music I can't really stand is that headbanging music and all that, do you know what I mean? I don't mind classic rock music, but that proper fucking just bang your head about stuff. You really need to give your head a wobble, mate, because going like that all night long, fuck that. Yeah. Crazy, eh? It's just so hot in here. So hot up here. Look at these stairs, man, Victorian. They're just not built for a 6'2" person like myself. Saying that, the old Victorian couple in here must have been lovely and warm. But I'm just fucking... don't like the heat, man. And I'll tell you what as well, it's a different kind of heat by the sea. I'm used to countryside, and I'm also used to fucking countryside foxes. These urban ones are really tripping me out, man. The other night I was walking down the road. I thought, what the fuck's that next to me? A cat? And it was a fox, man, just walking like it was my dog. Do you know what I mean? They're everywhere. Obviously, I've grown up. I've never seen like these urban foxes that that tame. Where I come from, you're lucky to see a fox. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely mad round here. Proper mad. I've gone from like the countryside straight into the concrete jungle. I've got to say, it's fucking mad as fuck. Excuse me, English again. But like I always say, you're here for a good time and not a long time. And don't get me wrong, if anything happened out there anyway, I'll just do to them whatever they're doing to me. But I ain't gonna come across that, man. We've already had that with that immigrant that was scaring them two local girls, and then he gave me the eyes, and then started fucking marching towards me, so I just marched towards him, got next to him, and he did nothing, man. But yeah, I didn't like that. That's probably the worst thing I've come across. And all I said to them girls was, you try and ignore him and just keep walking, but he seen me talking to them saying that, and then he sort of locked eyes with me, and then started fucking marching towards me, man. So I thought, well, fuck you. I was marched towards you then, man. But yeah, that was an immigrant that was in his 30s, trying to chat up a couple of 16-year-old, 17-year-old local girls, but the local girls was giving it what for, but all the youngsters, man, the insults just make me laugh, because it's the same thing. And one of them was just going mad, and the other one was listening to me. Yeah. But I'd say the girls out there, the girly gangs, look more vicious than the fellas. Saying that, I'm getting alright with them all. Crazy. Crazy, eh? Who'd have thought it? 54, and I'm living this crazy life. I've got to say, I'm totally loving it, to be honest with you. I'm glad everything went the way it did, because I'm here now. And I'm looking for a new place, man. But around here, man, what they're doing, all these skyscrapers, they're just for the rich people. But saying that, all the local lads I've got friends with reckons I've landed right on my feet, being like in it, being in here. They thought I'd been in flats or something. Probably because of my ADHD. But the girl whose house it is, she's only a young girl. When I first got here, she said you can stay here as long as you like, Field, until you find somewhere else. You know what I mean? Sweet. So that's where I am. But the social worker said we ain't even started looking yet, so we're going to start looking. Old matey's screaming again over there. Don't know if you heard him. Screaming at some pissed up Chinese girl. Crazy. At least I know now. He shouted out when I sat down on the curb, "Wait, 115, that's me." At least I know who it is now, I'm making the noises. Fucking, he's got some kind of ADHD, a little bit of Tourette's or something, man. Then again, saying that, when I'm under lots of pressure, I don't do it on here, but I make stimming, it's called stimming, like noises, involuntary noises. I don't do that in front of people, but that's mad. I've stopped doing it now because the Clarion are out of my head. But yeah, it's mad how that affects you, seriously. I'm tempted to offer that geezer 100 quid tomorrow for that bike. Be good to get on the road and a bit more fitness. It was up for about £1.60 and then he dropped it to £1.20 today. I'm thinking I might just offer him 100 quid cash. He's got like a massive bike shop. Yeah, I think that'd be a good move. I have to bolt the fucker down though. Around here. I'll just bring it in the house, man. Because when I move, I ain't gonna move far anyway from here. What I could probably end up doing is there's a lot of houses like around here, like 4-bedroom massive houses, and what they're doing, they're chopping them up. So you get your own room key, but you're sharing the bathroom and all that. I think I could handle that, do you know what I mean? I think that's probably where I'm going, I think. Then again, I could, everyone's going, don't go to Chatham. That don't bother me, Chatham. I suppose there's a few more crackheads there. I don't let them get in my way. I don't even communicate with crackheads. I see some trying to communicate with me, but I just look at them, give them a blank look. And if they ever got any closer than that, I just tend to fuck off anyway. So that's all good. Crazy. Life of a crackhead. No, touch that shit. Done a lot of drugs. Always the right drugs. party drugs, man. That's why I'm so fit and active now. I reckon. Anyway, back down here. Tell you what, I've got a bloody sort this stylus out. I'll buy a new one, man. It's gonna be another fucking 30 quid. And that was a Panasonic's Techniques one as well. Yeah, I do Hammer the Records, don't I? Well, I've got to put these pictures away and drones. That's where I was going to have the TV. Oh, the video keeps jumping about. That's where I was going to have the TV, but I couldn't pick up a picture. Here's my aerial, I bought that. Works a treat, man. I thought, is that even going to work? Does though. As does. Yeah, he gets screaming and making noises all sorts of hours. Everyone knows everyone up here, see? And I was the new kid on the block, but people know now, it's that skinhead bloke over there. Do you know what I mean? Plus I've been quite friendly to the neighbour, the lady next door, she's 73, and I collect her parcels and take them round for her. I spoke to her daughter and that. Plus I interact quite a bit. Whether they're brown, pink, green or blue, I'm interacting. In fact, I quite enjoy interacting with them. Because some of them speak brilliant English, man, better than some of my pals. Then some of them you're really having to decipher, but I'm still able to work out what they're chatting about. Yeah. And I'm like 2 doors away from the shop. The shopkeeper, his daughter, was very pretty. His son, his wife, they're all just very polite. All the shops, everybody's very polite. But you find that the Indians are very polite anyway. And, well, most people are really, to be honest. Don't have to be, you know what I mean, any whatever country. But yeah, there's lots of black girls with all different shades of black. There's some jet black ones, there's some brown ones, you know what I mean? Crazy. Africans, French. Yeah, I've never really looked at the African girls before, but I am now. But I'm looking at them all though. I had some mad Chinese, no, obviously Japanese girl run up to me earlier. She was actually quite pretty, but I think she was preaching. There's a lot of preachers around here, man. There's a lot of converters. You can be as pretty as you like, but if you're chatting Jesus, man, or any of that stuff, I always stop them, the Mormons. 2 of them, American, keep stopping me. And I said, look boys, I ain't gonna waste your time. Good luck. Catch you later. Do you know what I mean? I'll stop it sweet as. And I'm out of there. I'm Church of England, man. You know what I mean? You are who you are. Do you know what I mean? You can't go swapping or... And he was going about Jesus. I said, yeah, it's all good, man. Good luck. But, do you know what I mean? I don't need to hear all that. For one thing, I don't believe in all that. No disrespect to anybody that does, but I don't. I did religious education at school. I did science at school. There was only one winner for me. Religion is just control. It's just control, isn't it? A bit like marriage, how that was set up. Anyway, there ain't no big God out there, man. it went boom and everything. You know what I mean? There's no God out there. Or if there is, he's one sick man or woman. Jesus, he existed. He was just a little bit more clever than your average bod, and he'd go up on his soapbox. But as for God, who created the universe, no, he didn't. There was a big bang. We evolved. God didn't go boom and we, you know what I mean? It all happened. Could get struck down later, aren't I? God's gonna come to me and go, nah. I've no doubt God will never come to me. He's never going to come to you either. Sorry to disappoint any people out there who are waiting for the big man to make an appearance. He will not be doing that. But religion, believe in whatever you want, man. As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's all good. That's the way I look at it. All this killing kids and all that, do you know what I mean? Israel and all that shit, they're just warped. Like I've said before, the Israelis and the Jews bang on about the Holocaust and all that. And yeah, that was horrific, man, but they're out there doing exactly the same thing now to the Palestinian people. So really, all you Jews are just hypocrites. And I'll put that, I'm becoming a bit of a Jew basher, aren't I? I don't mean to be. That's 3 times now. I don't mean to be. That's just my observations. I think it's about time that they learn to fucking grow up, sit down and talk about their issues instead of just harming fucking all the kids and ruining fucking loads of young lives. All you old uns have already fucked up your life, do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean you have to fuck up the generations that are coming up. My philosophy on it. But they wouldn't like me, do you know what I mean? Because I've insulted them. Well, tough shit. Insult me if you want. That's what I think. Plus they're very secretive, man. They don't integrate at all. Not the ones I've seen in London. They're all twitching their little beards and, yeah, we're not talking to you. You've seen it on TV when they try and interview them and that. Yeah, we're not talking to you, twitching the old beard and all that. Do you know what I mean? What's all that about? Any religion that makes you do all that shit, it's like the veil covering your face up. Any religion that makes you do shit like that, man, or all look the same or conform, it's just bollocks, man. That's only my opinion. But crazy. All you young Jews should have sold your mother and father. Sorry, Mum, I ain't listening to that. See, I'm lucky that I've grown up where my dad's let me find my own way amongst God and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And I've found my own way, which is exactly the same as what my dad thinks. I can understand why people might want to believe in something, but you're all believing in make-believe shit, man. What's going on? Anyway, we'll be bashing the Muslims later. We'll even bash the Christians and we'll bash the Catholics as well, so it's all good. No, got no reason to bash any of the others. I've never been given a warning for any kind of hate speech or anything like that. Never even got oi to me. Because I believe that I'm not really sitting here hate preaching. I'm just telling him, I'm just putting it across as what my opinion is, which I'm entitled to. Obviously, if you get on here hate preaching, you're going to get banned, aren't you? But I've never had anything like that. Might go near to the wire here and there. Quite possibly, I don't know. If I've even been near to the wire, no one's ever told me. Then again, the YouTube algorithm probably can't keep up with how quick I talk. I do talk quite quickly. That's a combination of coming out of a Scouser, having some Irish blood, having some English blood, and Spanish. Anyway. That's like a lot of foreigners around here when I'm talking to you lot. Well, I don't even know, some of you lot probably can't. Some of you lot actually have the subtitles on. Fuck knows what they generate when I start chatting. Some people don't swear and don't do anything on their channels, man. Because they keep going, oh no, we get this and that. I swear like, it's going out of fashion. I don't get any kind of warning or nothing. Ain't worth trying to dress it up, is it? This is how I am. Yeah. I'm glad I'm who I am. I could be some posh bloke running fucking two-tone YouTube channel, talking all posh, but I'm not. I'm just talking like this. Right, let's get out in the tent, man. In a minute. I'll have another joint though. And what is the time, man? You're waffling away? And this camera's getting a bit lively, but then the battery must be getting a bit dead. 44%. Maybe got some error going on. Because it's, wow, that time's going to slip tonight. I think the battery's gone in that one. Boom out some bass. I'll do have it on at night, but I'll kick the bass back. Then again, everyone else is banging it out. I'll come tomorrow. As soon as I get up, I'll put it on, but I have it on at night anyway. I don't think she can hear me. She's fast asleep, man. There's no one that side. Got in the house and then the shop house. I've never lived so near to a shop. I'm near to the chemist. I'm near to the doctors. Tell you what is nice. Obviously, people have seen me in Adelaide on my nightly walks to the shop. Literally took a minute in and out. I really quite like that. And also, it's the cost of living here is a lot cheaper than West Kent. Basically, I get like a meat and chips, and where I come from, that would normally cost like £9.50 or something like that. Here it's like £5.50. That's one thing I noticed straight away. But to be honest, as soon as I got out of the house, I'm instantly saving money. Oh, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm happy. It's all good. Financially, I'm a lot better off. Saying that, I still blow it as quick as I get it. But there you go. Drones all charged. Fucking. Get some boy racers out there, man. That's another thing I've noticed is in my village, you can't hear nothing in my old house, do you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, people walk by, it sounds like they're walking by the fucking bed. Do you know what I mean? It's proper mad. mad, I've got a telly up here now, man. Let's see if we can get a picture. It weighed a ton getting it up here. I ain't got a controller, but luckily on my smartphone I've got an app which does it. Just a crack there then. Or did we turn it off before? That's all it is that. But I couldn't get fucking a picture downstairs though. Which is why I had to put it up here.
Vindictive, spiteful, he wants to punish you. Stop, please, stop talking.
What you got? You got that app?
When I broke up with Brandon, he just seemed to be furious. Brandon would show up at my work, at my home where I lived alone. He would
Please help Jacob find his way back home. Be with him.
No, I'll be watching a lot of telly because
In Jesus' name.
I've not watched it for a while. From what I've consumed so far, it's a load of old bollocks. So, but then again, I did need to get an aerial, so it's not too bad, I suppose. We get a cold drink. Battery have we got left? 41%. The battery on this old phone, man, from Huawei P30 Pro, it's actually quite good because no, this is the P30 Lite. Sorry. So I thought I was on the other phone then. These steps, man, they're just fucking too steep, man. Little 5 foot people. Shitloads of cold drink out here. Oh, it's actually getting quite cool out here. I've still got a bottle of Baileys from the other one. Showing me 10. We can put the light on here. It's very cool out here. It's actually quite a nice temperature out there now. Till you get in here and go upstairs, it's just too hot again. I think that little bit of rain definitely helped us cool down a bit. I might sell that geezer in the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 David Bowie picture discs. See what I can get, and then just because obviously if you get store credit, you can sometimes get a bit more dough, and obviously I'm going to be buying his records. But again, I've never seen records so clean as what he's got. This one I got today was quite a good album, brand new. Then again, This Madness album for a tenner was absolutely brilliant. Some classic ones in there. I've got loads of singles as well. Gangsters I bought, a rather nice copy of Gangsters. I've got loads of singles there, yeah. The two-tone of that. I gotta add that. Yes, some real rare tunes, no? Check these two-tone covers out. Body Radiation. We got the beat signed by Rankin Roger on that one. I quite like that cover. I wonder what that's worth. Obviously more with the autograph. I've got some albums with his autograph as well. But they're the only ones I've got autographed of Rankin Roger. I've got no other Madness ones autographed, anything like that. But I've got some albums autographed. That must shoot the value right up. By how much? I ain't got a clue. That's got to double the value of it, isn't it? Sure, yeah, definitely. Get like a bidding war break out, do you know what I mean? Things like that. But as soon as Suggs passes away, touch wood, he doesn't for a long time, or any of the other two-tone people, what happens in the two-tone market is quite mad. You get half of it, people going, right, I want to sell it, I'm selling up now, who wants to buy it all? And then you get other people who are just buying it up. I'm one of the buyer-uppers. Yeah, I can't really understand why they're getting out of it, but probably because they need the money, but. That's pretty good. I'll tell you what, he's got this as well. He's got a first press of Dance Craze, and so have I. And he's got some Madness stuff, which is pretty immaculate. But he said he searches out copies where people have had their records and put them in the loft for like in 40 years. I said, yeah, definitely. It's all getting old now, man. But yeah. Wow. Into the oven, man. God. Definitely going to go and sit in the tent later, I think. After I charge this phone up, I reckon. Anyway, I'll be back in the tent.